All right, here we go. It's gonna be like a kind of touchy subject. I want to talk about, uh, I guess, PTSD on on how I came about it. All right, so if you go through my stories, you'll hear me talk about how I got kicked out of massage school, right? So one of the ways that I got in was I had to go to the vet center. All right, you gotta apologize. I gotta keep looking at the camera. It's so far, so far. It looks like it's so far, but gotta keep reminding myself right there. But I'm gonna just keep talking. Watching Soft White Underbelly, and it just kind of motivated me to talk about this. Like I was on my way to the gym. I was really had to, kind of, you know, talk about, this subject or whatever. Because he was talking about how other veterans committing suicide because they're not talking about it. So, and I found out this is very therapeutic as far as like me just venting and just you know letting go or whatever. So this is my take on PTSD. So one of the ways of getting back into massage school was to I had to, I guess, enroll into a program and some or whatever to show that I was taking some kind of effort of getting some kind of treatment or whatever the case may be. So this is how I come to find out that what PTSD was. I go to the vet center in St. Louis, and shout out to my counselor who was I forgot his name. He was black guy, older fella. I think he had like one eye too. I forgot his name. Um, but he was in Vietnam War, and he was cool, slick guy, whatever the case may be. Hold on, change this light up. It like got brighter. But anyways, so I talked to him or whatnot, and he was telling me about how he basically was asking me like why are you smoking weed? You know what I'm saying? So I just kept trying to come up with excuses, and what I'm saying, oh, it makes me or whatever the case may be. But he's like, no, why are you really smoking weed? So I told him, like, man, look, I ain't trying to blame it on the military or whatever the case may be, basically trying not to look weak. And he was and I was like, my mind races 1,000 miles per second. So I'm not into no hard drugs or anything like that. But weed, it calmed me down. Like it slowed my mind down. Life was getting boring to me, and then it was tough, like transitioning from the military to to civilian work because everybody was like that. Ah, I do it tomorrow. I get it done tomorrow, like that. No mission first type of mentality, and that's what type of mentality that I have. It's mission first. Like you get the mission done, then you chill the hell out. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get your leisure time. But and that's how that's the mentality that I built up in the army. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Marine or nothing like that. Shouts out to the Marines and everything like that, y'all. Hey, everybody has everybody has a job duty, and all the people that that served in the military as well. But yeah, so sorry for Rand. So this is like a just got to get this out for me. Uh, let's see. So so I was telling him like my mind is just racing, so that's why I smoke, and I don't see myself stopping. And for the most part, um, he was like, "You ever heard of PTSD?" I was like, "Yeah, you go to war, you get shell shock, you come back, they call you crazy." That's exactly what I told him. He was like, "Nah." Then he starts naming all these symptoms. And I was like, "What the hell?" So the symptoms were, like, when you go to sleep, or if you go somewhere, you got to keep a weapon close to you. Uh, and then it's like when you when you go somewhere, you like look like for me, I'll look at like all the exits, and I have my back against the wall, or what I'm saying, I'll be at the back of the room or something like that, but already knowing, figuring out the exits or something like that. I think one of the generals, he was in a, I think he was a 4-star general. I forgot his name, something McGinn. I forgot what his name was, but he was a Marine. He was talking about how, what I'm saying, every time he talked to somebody, like in the first few seconds or something like that, he trying to figure out a way to kill you or something like that. I was like, damn. But yeah, for the most part, he was naming all these symptoms that I had, and or checking the windows, checking the doors and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, I'm really doing that, and I'm programmed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Fire guard, and what I'm saying, checking the perimeter and all of that stuff like that. It was just embedded in me. It was just part of my DNA, and I did like 5 years of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you going into some kind of institution. You know what I'm saying? Just like jail. You know what I'm saying? PTSD right there, growing up in a hostile environment. You know what I'm saying? Just think about the kids that were in Afghanistan and Iraq. So, you know what I'm saying? So you hear any kind of sounds or whatever the case may be, you already don't go. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I think, it was weed was my scapegoat, or, versus like me drinking myself till I pass out, a blackout and everything like that. And I was kind of doing that when I was in the military, and it was, messing up my stomach, and it was kind of, doing more damage than anything. And then like weed, like, yeah, it just calm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why my name is Mr.Exhale, because you keep, what I'm saying, you smoke, you exhale everything you got, because you can't squeeze or hold any muscles if you have no air in your lungs. That's my little trick. So back to the story. So we start talking about like, taking, classes, group meetings and stuff like that, and or whatever. So it just kind of opened my eyes to other veterans that were going through it, and I thought I was the only one. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like a little group meeting, but these guys, like, these guys were older. You know what I'm saying? I was 25, 26, something. I think I was 26, and these guys was like in their 30s, retired and stuff like that. But when they was telling these stories, like, these are like stories of like them transitioning to civilian world. You know what I'm saying? And I was having that problem too. You know what I'm saying? Like, still to this day, look, I'm single, I have no kids. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like a mental thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I'm kind of like a nomad. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's like it's really difficult for me to, get along with people. But some people, they can put up with my shit, and those are the ones that that I say they are loyal to me. I'm very loyal. I'm like, it's just, I don't know, it's just what it is. Like, you show me loyalty, I show you loyalty back. But it's like, it's hard to explain. But like for instance, if I start a relationship with anybody, male, female, friendship, or whatever the case may be, or intimate relationship with a female or anything like that, if it's not even, maybe not even family, but it's still there with what I'm about to say. Like, I'll come into a relationship to where that I'm already, how they say, blow up bridges. I'm already coming into a relationship where I'm already setting C4 on on the bridge. You know what I'm saying? But so if like any given moment, if something that is like that I don't like, or something like that, or they do something that I don't like, or they don't like something that I did or that I'm talking about, that I'm not going to change on anything, or whatever. They want me to change something, I'm not going to change, because it's already, kind of set in stone. But things may change, just like laws do. You know what I'm saying? The government, things may change. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, me talking to somebody is like, it's on routine, and me, already, accustomed to, making new friends or whatever the case may be. For me being an army brat, it's just a cycle. And for the most part, I'm like, okay, kaboom, the bridge is over. You know what I'm saying? The bridge is, down, destroyed or whatever the case may be. And I mean, we can rebuild a bridge later on, but just know that I might send a rowboat. It's gonna be real slow to get back over to that side or something like that, or it might be, a cliff, raging rivers, where it's never gonna happen again. You know, but so when I so when I'm in this group meeting with these other, older veterans and everything like that, and they're all from different branches. You know what I'm saying? Marines, Air Force, Army, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Navy as well. Don't forget about the Navy. And yeah, so when they tell the stories, like they get, they get into their stories, they get animated, like they get, the adrenaline starts to go into it and everything like that. And then I think there are a lot of them in there for like anger management because of the PTSD. And so what the my counselor told me, he was like, basically PTSD. I mean, well, not basically, but PTSD was like it kind of falls under, like, if you go to Iraq, they train you to, you flick that switch on. They train you to, hey, by any means necessary, you got to get home. You know what I'm saying? You got all these Geneva rules and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, your training kick in, you trying to get back to the base or whatever the case may be. I mean, you can take somebody captive and you can't execute nobody, of course not. But but it's like damn near anything goes for real. But yeah, for the most part, you turn that switch on, it's hard to turn off. You know what I'm saying? And then that switch, it really very, it's not no dim, no nothing. It's just on. And you can go get as much help as you want to and everything like that. But hey, if, like, all right, for instance, let me give you an example of how I went, my experience in Iraq. So when I was in Iraq, I wasn't kicking down doors. I wasn't, on the offensive, aggressive, or on patrols like that. When I was doing patrols, I was supply. So we were doing like convoys, supply convoys or whatever the case may be. But still keep in mind, like, I was still strapped and ready. Like my magazines, all my magazines, the first 5 rounds was like lubed up, so the gun won't jam, or I say gun, so my weapon won't jam. You know what I'm saying? So it's kill to be killed. And I'm not gonna become no POW or whatever the case may be. You have to have a good ass shot. But luckily we didn't have to do all of that. We was in the northeast of Iraq. Like, I got some stories for that. I'm gonna put them stories. I got a couple of stories for that. And I went in '03 to '04, so that was and we got hit, or we got attacked in 2001. So '02, and then '03, yeah. I think at the end of '02, that's when we got. Yeah, into '02, that's when a lot of stuff start cracking off and start sending Marines and stuff over there. But '03, that's when it started cracking. I'm gonna tell you about my experience when I was in Iraq, when we drove in Iraq, because we was in Kuwait. But anyways, back to the story about PTSD. All right, so it's just this switch, like, you can't turn off. You know what I'm saying? So that's why all these symptoms coming in, and you know what I'm saying? You like, for instance, like my dreams, when I was telling you about, I wasn't doing any kind of combat or, kind of firefights or anything like that. But it was one time where we did, like, we were parked, trying to, gas up. We were on our way. To Iraq. You know what I'm saying? No, actually we were in Iraq, and we were like, fueling up, but we was going to, like, do some, we got to go up, keep going north, but we were in Iraq at the time, and something exploded in the air. I'm like, I'm in the back of the 5 ton, this big ass truck, but it got a tarp. Tarp is, I hope everybody know what a tarp is, right? Just nothing, just a sheet, you know what I'm saying, covering. It's hot as hell back there, but when we driving, the wind blowing is pretty good. I got my top off. I ain't got no armor on. I'm in the back of the truck with the supplies and shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tell you the story about about the driver when I was in the back of this. Man, I gotta remind myself. Anyways, yeah. So this explosion, you know what I'm saying, happens in the convoy. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. All right. So I pick my head out, looking around. Ain't nobody moving. I'm looking at the cloud, you know what I'm saying? The cloud was like close. So it's close enough to where I can see it and it's floating. You see how a firework pop and it's a big old poof or whatever and just the mist. This was thick. This was thick. You know what I'm saying? Like a mortar round. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mortar and it's just floating. I'm like, what we gonna do, y'all? What we doing? You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear nothing. Nobody said anything. So I was like, all right, all right, all right. Uh, so we go back to these group meetings and everything like that. So the next thing you know, they talking about, yeah, go ahead and go to the set up an appointment for mental health and everything like that. So that's when I start going to VA and everything, and and that's when I like kind of got the I got a doctor, psychiatrist, or something like that, and then they diagnosed me with PTSD. They'll fill out some forms or whatever the case may be. But I mean, the money, like you can get paid from it or whatever the case may be, but that's still not gonna help. That's still not gonna cure anything or whatever the case may be. So I mean, the best bet I can say is like it's the vent. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to, get everything out on here. So, kind of build up a memoir because it's never going to go away on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's going to pick it up. But my hats off to people that's transitioning from the military. You know what I'm saying? So if you are transitioning out there, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, man, or lady, homegirl. You know what I'm saying? Just hold on. But I mean, the best way I can put it as on how I transitioned out the military was, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I mean, all right, let me explain. Like relationships, it's very difficult. Like, like for me, I found out that the saying, I do bad on my own. I do way better on my own. Sorry to say, but I do way better on my own because, I mean, just civilians, they're gonna move so slow. You know what I'm saying? So if you working with somebody who is a veteran and everything like that, they're gonna be a workhorse. They're going to be a straight workhorse. Just you know what I'm saying, depending on if they're being hired or you know what I'm saying. It also kind of fall on like if they get out, if they're retired or something like that, they're not really going to work that hard. You know what I'm saying? They're going to work their brain more than they're going to work their body or whatever the case may be, because they're more used to supervising than anything. But that's perfect too, because they're going to be the ones that are going to mold the ones who are not, you know, who is not military and everything like that, and the ones who are, who got out, did they little 5 years, 6 years, something like that, and who's no experience needed type of people, then they're going to come in and they're going to work hard and be like, oh, this is nothing, because you know what I had to go through when I was in the military. You have no idea. So it's going to be like that. So right now, I did like dabble going back and forth as far as like getting help and talking to the VA and everything like that, but it really don't help, because like, all right, for instance, it was a time where I couldn't smoke for a while. You know what I'm saying? So I like when I went to sleep, like that's when my PTSD really kick in. Like I really didn't know. Like I kind of smoke every day. I smoke every day. I medicate. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, yeah, medicated. Yeah, medicinal use. So when I don't smoke and I try to go to sleep, like I will have to probably have to drink something to help me fall asleep because it's hard for me to go to sleep. Everything is not it's it's not really withdrawals, you know what I'm saying? Because like I I had to stop smoking for a reason, for for a reason. So I'm not going to go into that right now, but yeah, so I had to stop smoking for a reason, and it was like I'm gonna just say it was court ordered to where I couldn't smoke, but it wasn't that bad. So I'm telling you, I had a good life. So what happened was like all these dreams that I was having is like they were terrible dreams. Like I'm fighting somebody, I'm trying to kill somebody, I'm getting chased by somebody. I'm fighting in the bathroom. What type of shit is this? Like I'm having all kinds of fights in the bathroom. And like I don't know, it'd be like after I use the bathroom though. But I'm no, I don't because if you use the bathroom, I'm probably peeing on myself. But no, it'd be like I'll just be in the bathroom. I don't know, it's just a scene. I'm washing my hands or something like that, and then next thing you know, I'm fighting. All right, so one of these dreams that I had, like I was like James Bond. I was in a whole tuxedo, walking and you running on top of rooftops and shit, jumping and shit. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, I wake up in sweat. I'm, I'm, I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, man, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. I'm taking these sleep pills. You know what I'm saying? These sleep pills got me all groggy. You know what I'm saying? The next day, and then you know what I'm saying? I'm messing around and taking the pills and I'm drinking behind it. And I'm like, man, I'm about to kill myself. You know what I'm saying? Just because I can't smoke. You know what I'm saying? Because the smoking, like, it calms me down. You know what I'm saying? It calms my my mental down, and it helps me go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, drinking, I don't like drinking because I mean it makes me aggressive. It makes me more angry, and it doesn't matter if it's beer, white or dark. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol is alcohol to me. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's been some times where what I'm saying I blacked out, but in this incident where I was trying to go to sleep, like I was just drinking too much, you know what I'm saying? And then it was making me gain weight. Like I was getting, fatter or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, not, I'm not already fat, but I was getting, gaining some weight from the alcohol or whatever. So, so with the VA, they gave me 50% when the first time I got it. And that was enough to where that I did it. I mean, yeah, it was enough to where that I can move out of St. Louis. And me having PTSD in St. Louis, oh my God. Oh my God. Like I had to move. I really did. I really had to move. Luckily I didn't get into, fights, anything like that. Or like I said before, like I was afraid of my reactions. You know what I'm saying? So it was more of like everything I did, I had to smoke before I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was an event, just know I'm smoking on the way. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, I was like trying to avoid altercations, but then at the same time, I was trying to stand my ground as well because my mama ain't raised no bitch. But you see the arm? Yeah, you see it? You see it? Bloodshot red for the military day. You know what I'm saying? I need to get the new one. It's dark as hell. But I'm gonna show y'all my shoe collection and my hat collection later on. But yeah, for the most part, man, um, PTSD is real, especially from from the military and everything like that. I don't give a damn, you know what I'm saying, what year you went, what branch you went. If you went to doggone Afghanistan, Iraq, or any deployment to where that that was combat or whatever, even trauma, like soldiers that had sexual trauma or stuff like that. Like that shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like so I kind of always respect people's spaces and always try to see what don't judge people because their background is totally different from where you how you was raised and stuff like that. So I always keep that in mind. And me being a massage therapist, and the second word therapist is like I've helped a lot of people that that came to see me when I doing my session. I mean, like during our sessions of when my massage people, like I talk to people. You know what I'm saying? I pick up things and I'll tell them things, and they pick up. They smelling what I'm selling. Nina boy, I'll be watching you boy. But anyways, for the most part, man, my PTSD is still there. It's still there. I'm still on high alert, but it's kind of it's just still there. I'ma just say that it's still there. So like these symptoms are not going away, but you can kind of control it. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. It's going to take a long time. I've been out since '06, and it's still there. So I'm watching this dude on his name Nick, on a war veteran, and on Soft White Underbelly, and he kind of I had to smoke 2 blunts. What they cigarette minis, but you get the gist. But yeah, I had to smoke 2 of them because it was like I'm finna finish watching this and I'm finna go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I need to get back into working out and everything like that because it is stress relieving, and I try to like I have 2 cats. You know what I'm saying? So and I take vacations like every other month. So I take all this stuff, like mental health is like serious. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're in an environment where it's always hostile or it's always like what I'm saying, you have to be on guard or something like that. Like when I was in Iraq, they gave us R&R. That was 2 weeks. We had did a whole year, and luckily I turned 21. I turned 21 in the states. In the states. I was with my girlfriend, and my mom was pissed. She was pissed that I went to California. I was like, Mom, I've been out here for a year, or I've been out here for some time, or past 6 months, and I'm Mom, you can't give me what she can give me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna be working, and then plus she been down for me. She was down for me. You know what I'm saying? So relationships, man. And yeah, so I mean, I started off at 50%. Now I'm at 80%. But I work with this one company. It was called Veterans Guardian. I mean, if I could remember to put it in the what's the name or whatever. But yeah, it's Veterans Guardian, and they can help you out with the paperwork and everything like that. It is a fee, but they do help you out. You know what I'm saying? To where that all I gotta do is come up with all my records and everything like that, and I just sign whatever. You do have to pay something. You know what I'm saying? As far as like talk to their own psychiatrist and stuff like that. But like it's just vent. Just vent. That's all I gotta say. Just start talking to people. Like just start, get everything out. I mean, don't bottle everything up because it's gonna hurt. Trust me, it's gonna hurt. That's why I'm doing this right now because I'm by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanna, have my story told and how I am or how on my side of having PTSD. It's a little bit more than I'm probably leaving out, but all I gotta say is just hang in there. Don't like put like this. If always like for I'm pretty sure a lot of veterans, who are having issues as far as like with relationships, family, and just coping and dealing with society. You know what I'm saying? With civilians, period. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a society, secret society, or no, like a fraternity as far as like military veterans and everything like that. So like talk to some other veterans, talk to your other battle buddies and everything like that. Like call them up, check on them. You know what I'm saying? I've been slacking like that because I've been thinking about this VA situation that I got going on, and once this VA situation goes through, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, then I can like reach out, or then I can like mentally like focus on that, talking to other veterans and making sure they straight and stuff like that. I mean, I'm making sure my mom's straight or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But like it's I'm pretty sure that if you having relationship problems or whatever, you're gonna think you're fucking it up or you a screw up and stuff like that. And then you start thinking, what if I wasn't here? What if the world didn't need me? If I'm taking up space, stuff like that. I've came to some questions like that for myself, but I'm not selfish. I always think about the people that I have a connection with that is not intimate. If you don't have an intimate partner, it is not the end of the world. You can have plenty of relationships. Just find another channel or way to where that you can, harsh words of to get off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a person that don't fall into where that is going to harm yourself. It's going to do more harming than building. For instance, like you're always going out to go drinks or who can drink the most or stuff like that. That is harmful because then you have to worry about driving, DUIs, DWIs, stuff like that, harming other people that what I'm saying, if you black out and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to promote THC or CBD or anything like that, but it does help if it calms the nerves or if it stops the thoughts or anything like that. I'm not a real big pill taker. That's not my choice. You know what I'm saying? So I've tried. When I was younger, but it's not my cup of tea. And I think it was like maybe a few times or whatever the case may be. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I pop a half a Xanax and that will do it. Because if I have trouble sleeping or anything like that, I'm not promoting drugs, but I have in my experience, yeah, that will knock you out. You know what I'm saying? But do not like go venture out, anything like that. I will recommend. No, I can't make any recommendations on my experience. I just use it for sleep. And uh, what else? What else talking about? Yeah, see, lost the memory from smoking and just trying to forget all the things that happened. I mean, I didn't do anything to. I'm just trying to get that out my system when I smoke because I'm just still military minded. It's just it's just there. But yeah, so I mean as far as like those thoughts, yeah, as far as like me not being here and everything like that, I mean they're they're not like there, but it's in a veteran, it's like kind of like in the back of your mind. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any like buddies. It was somebody who we did have a casualty. You know what I'm saying? He did pass away. From an IED explosion on the Humvee over there, PLC Wyatt. And but it was like still hurtful when we get back to garrison, and you got people that's that's dying when we get back to garrison, like a couple of months, like or not even a whole year after we got back from Iraq. Like, what the hell? You survive Iraq and you come back to the States, and damn, that's sad. We had Sergeant First Class. He ended up passing away. Doing PT. That was hard. That was hard because he was a great leader. Great leader. Great leader. Yeah, he was cool. He was on your head to make sure you wasn't messing up. You know what I'm saying? And then we had my homeboy Dukes. He passed away in a car accident. I was supposed to pick him up Sunday, on a Sunday, and he passed away on a Thursday. And I was hurt. I was hurt. I ended up getting towed up that night. 151. On that 151. But yeah, it kind of hit hard. But yeah, for the most part, I'm hanging in there. I should say, just y'all hang up in there too. So for me, I got 2 cats for emotional support. So I gotta figure out a you know you know distribute something out. So I'm gonna end it on that note, and I'll get with y'all later. You know what I'm saying? Still looking scruffy. Wait till I, what I'm saying, take a shower, shave real quick. Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see me. Holla.